So the trainer here who runs the barn is nice enough to let me try their saddle. This is their saddle. We're trying it today to see how it fits on him, and we're going to lunge him in it. I can't see what I'm filming, but because there's sun in my eye. Lovely leather. Checked the tree point, which is right here. Against his shoulder, I checked that. It's not bad. He wasn't adverse to having it on. Again, there's the tree point. And you want the angle to match the shoulder here. But yeah, look how nice that leather is. Wow. And the panels are a little long for his back, but we're still going to try it because we're not riding him, we're just lunging him. I do love this though. Look how cushiony they are. Like, look. I don't know if they're wool or if they're like foam or special foam, but there is give in it. Gosh, that's nice leather. It's a little bridging in here. But sometimes they say bridging isn't bad because some people say it helps the horse lift their back up into that space. We'll see. Yeah. Because the horse is different in motion than it is static. So their backs tend to flatten out a little bit and fill space when they're moving versus when they're standing. So we'll just see how this is. And I know that it kind of pops out here, but I'm more concerned about this tree angle than I am about this because the hard metal part isn't here. See how flexible this is? That's really flexible. The part that you'd want to look at is right here, and see how it's even angled back away from the shoulder, which is a more modern design, so that the shoulder is not always ramming into it. That's actually really good. I like that. But yeah, I'm more concerned about this angle, which you can see is more like this than say like this is. And this is super flexible for his shoulder. So we got his work done today. We did the pole work, walk, trot, canter, and we had the slightly raised cavaletti. He had the saddle on. He actually went really well in it and was able to stretch down and round really well in it. But yeah, it went really well, didn't it? Okay, so this is his back after we used the saddle, and you can see here is probably where his shoulder is going back as he's moving it. So there's a little extra friction there. Just making note of it. Seeing for any sensitivities. Now, sometimes sensitivities don't show up at first. Like, it may take some time of using a saddle or even having the rider on before you notice anything. Yeah. Now this I'm interested in because he tends to get sensitive in this right shoulder. And yeah, this is actually a really good reaction. Now, like I said, he hasn't had a rider on him. He hasn't used that saddle before, so sensitivities can show up later. But I really pay particular attention to his right shoulder over his left. He could get sensitive in either of them, but it's generally, ever since he has had saddles on him starting 2.5, not 2.5, well, when I started getting him first used to saddles, yeah. You know, especially when he started going into riding as a 3-year-old, the sensitivity was really showing up in the shoulder. Yeah. And sometimes that sensitivity can show up immediately, like as soon as he's been in the saddle for the first time. Sometimes, like I said, it takes some time. But right away, he's not showing that sensitivity here after the first use of it, which is great. That's terrific. That makes me happy. I'm gonna give him a treat. He knows. He knew. He's so smart.